You don't choose the wrong people on purpose, but somehow it keeps happening. You start with hope, chemistry, alignment, and then disappointment. Same pattern, different person. But what if it's not about bad luck or picking the wrong type? What if it's about the energy you're sending out without even realizing it? Did you know that your birth chart actually holds clues to who you attract in life? Once you understand the energetic story you're playing out, you can finally break the cycle. Today, let's talk about why this keeps happening and how to shift your relationship energy from the inside out. Welcome to my channel. On this channel, we don't just talk about astrology as a way to predict the future, but we use it to understand ourselves more deeply. So if you're here to live more intentionally, you're in the right place. You know how it always starts out, they say all the right things, you feel the butterflies, but somehow it always ends the same way. And then you wonder, why do I keep attracting emotionally unavailable people? Or why do I always feel like I give more than I receive? And it's not just bad luck. It's not that you're picking the wrong people over and over. It's much deeper than that. You're not just repeating the same relationship mistakes. You're repeating an energy, and this is not a random energy. It's something that you've been carrying for a long time. It's kind of like an emotional blueprint that feels like love for you, even if it hurts. Did you know that your birth chart actually holds clues to who you attract, and it also tells you why? So let's look at how your chart shows your relationship energy and how to shift it. Have you ever looked back after a relationship and thought, how did I not see this coming? Because you started out with hope and excitement, but somehow after a while the relationship started feeling familiar and similar to the last one. So why does this happen? Because we carry an energetic imprint of what love feels like for us. It's not about what we actually want in love. It's about what feels familiar to us. And sometimes familiar can mean chaotic or distant or one-sided. Astrology helps us see this clearly. It shows that you're not just choosing people, but you're responding to certain frequency in others. A frequency that reflects what your body and heart have come to associate with love, even if it's unhealthy. Once you spot this, you will no longer be stuck in it. You get to start responding in a different way. The kind of person you attract isn't random, and it's definitely not a coincidence. You might think that you're picking them based on your list that you made, but actually they are just coming into your life because of your energy. And there are multiple things in Vedic astrology which indicates the kind of energies that you attract. So there's the seventh house Lord, there's the Venus, and also there's the zodiac signs of these. We'll not be going to the details of them today because this is a short video, but I'll be making separate videos covering all of them. For today, we are focusing on the actual concept of how this works. So these placements show what we unconsciously project in relationships. And these projections are like mirror. They pull in people who reflect it back to you. That's why some people always end up with partners who are like caretakers, and some others are drawn to partners who challenge them, and some others keep meeting people who need saving or who constantly test their self-worth. In the same way, some charts are wired to crave emotional intensity, and they tend to mistake that emotional roller coaster for passion. Then there are others who keep attracting people who mirror their wounds because they have a strong desire for those wounds to be seen. So basically, your chart shows who you magnetize, not just who you like, but it's basically an energetic lesson packaged as a person you're attracted to. But the good thing is that once you recognize that it is just a mirror, you don't need to fall for that reflection again. The person you're attracted to might be reflecting back a part of you, maybe something that you're avoiding or something that still feels unresolved inside you. Like maybe they're showing you your fear of being abandoned, or they're mirroring your habit of putting others first, or they're pulling out your need to fix or save someone to prove yourself worthy. When you see the pattern as a mirror instead of naming them as a villain, you will stop getting pulled into it blindly. And you can start asking yourself, what part of me is this person showing me? And what do I want to shift so that I don't need this mirror again? By this, I don't mean that you're trying to get rid of anyone. You're just upgrading your story, and you also upgrade the people you meet. You're cleaning the mirror. You're basically cleaning the mirror so you can see yourself more clearly. At this point, you might be thinking, okay, I get it, but how do I actually stop this from happening? And most people try to fix the pattern by changing their type. So they tell themselves, I will never date someone like that again, but that doesn't work, because it's not about the type of person, it's about the energy you are putting out. It's not them, it's your energy. It's your energy that you need to change, not them. You can't break the cycle by changing who you are attracted to. You break it by understanding why you're drawn to them in the first place. And it's generally tied to an unconscious emotional need, like wanting to feel wanted, or trying to prove you're worthy, or looking for someone to fill a gap that feels empty inside you. And when you become aware of the part of you that's choosing that person, then you can catch yourself in those moments and say, okay, I am attracted to this person because I'm craving validation, or I'm confusing the intensity with connection. That's when your attracting magnet begins to change. And that's what makes Vedic astrology so powerful. Before we wrap this up, there's something really important I want to leave you with. A lot of people hear that something is written in the chart and assume that they're stuck with it forever, like it's something that they can't change. But that's not what astrology is all about. Your chart doesn't trap you into a pattern, it just shows you the pattern. So it's like a map, not of where you must go, but where you have been traveling unconsciously. And once you see that clearly, you can choose a new direction with so much more awareness now. The patterns are already in the chart. You just have to look. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one pattern in love that you found out that you were repeating all the time, and how did you recognize it? Drop it in the comments below. You never know, it might actually help someone recognize their own patterns. And if this helped you see your relationship patterns in a new light, make sure to subscribe, because we're just getting started on decoding your astrological map.